Hi everyone, welcome back to Brain Dump. My name is Kai, and this is a show where I talk about pretty much whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And I'm having a really hard time doing this intro because this is the very first video episode. How exciting. And I'm just suddenly forgetting what I say every time, so this is like my fifth time trying to do this. We're good. We're doing good so far, which I'm glad about. So yeah, I started uploading these podcasts to YouTube probably like a month ago, maybe. I don't even remember. And then I realized people usually go to watch podcasts on YouTube. They don't go to YouTube to listen to them. I get most of my listens on Spotify, but yeah. So, I think I'm going to start doing video episodes, which is so exciting. I don't know if this is going to be an every time thing. This is the first time I'm doing this. So yeah, you never see me while I'm doing this. So if I'm looking down, I got my iPad here with all my notes. I write an outline for each episode, and I kind of just talk about what I've prepared. Yeah. So before I start, I just want to preface, per usual, that I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just a 21-year-old. That's crazy. That's crazy. First of all, 21, wild. Also, okay, let me tell you about my birthday. It was so good. What did I do? So my actual birthday was good. I hung out with my friends and they threw me a little party. I felt very special. I don't know. I've never had like that happen to me before. Someone throw me a party, and it was very sweet. I had a good time. And then the next day, I spent the day with my sister and my mom. I didn't know my sister was coming into town. Boom, she was there from Florida. It was great. Great surprise. We went to a wedding venue for her because she's getting married, which is also crazy, and I'm going to be her maid of honor. Um, we went to this wedding venue on Saturday. My birthday was on Friday. And spent the day together, went shopping, went to Target. It was great. Went to Jason's Deli. Dude, if you've never tried Jason's Deli, it is so good. Like, so good. I would recommend. Also, so cheap. Like, I think we get kids' meals, so maybe that's why it's cheap. But me, my mom, and my sister all spent like under $20 on 3 meals, and we were all full. So it was good. Just trust me, it was good. What else? What else? After that, we went to a bar. We went to a pool bar, and it was so great. My mom made me wear a sash that said, what does it say? It's on my wall. Finally 21. And it was great. I got my first drink at a bar. Um, Played pool. I'm not good at pool. The only reason I know how to play pool is because of Game Pigeon, like the iMessage 8 ball. But what are you gonna do? There was a few times where the ball went off the table. What do you call it? An air ball. I think that's a basketball thing. It's not supposed to happen in pool. But I got a few air balls during my pool playing. Not supposed to happen, apparently. There was like a table next to us they were like I don't know if they were professional pool players, but they were all wearing these fancy gloves and they all were really good at pool. Me next door, can't compare. Cannot compare. So, yeah, that was my birthday. 10 out of 10. Honestly, it was my best birthday ever. Yeah, I think it's fair to say that it was my best birthday ever. I really enjoyed this year. Um, I don't know, I think it's a good way to start 21. And I'm looking forward to what's going to happen in this upcoming year of my life. It's going to be great, dude. It's going to be great. So yeah, let's like get started with the episode. Again, if I'm looking down, iPad, notes. All right. So lately I've been reflecting on like not only my response to things, but also the people I surround myself with response to things, if that made sense. And lately with the situations in my life, I've had to constantly remind myself that no response is also a response. And it can be an appropriate response at times. I was kind of falling into an old habit of mine, which is getting attached too fast. It's a bad habit. It's a really bad habit, and I used to have a really hard time with it. I'm getting a lot better at like managing it now, but it's hard. And after your brain is hardwired to do one certain thing with people in your life, you're kind of just used to having that same relationship dynamic with all the people in your life. Pedro, can you stop snoring? And when I didn't hear from this person that I was getting attached to for days on end, I noticed how much it impacted my mood, and I had wow, I had to reevaluate where my energy was going and where it's worth going to and who it's worth going towards. We're not robots. I don't know if you knew. Dude, did you know? We're not robots. We are human beings, and we can get fucking drained, and we're human beings with limits. In the past few weeks, I've just reached my limit, and I've come to the conclusion that no response from this person is a response. They don't have any interest in hearing from me, which is okay. It's fine. I've talked about this before, for sure. Just me feeling like I'm always giving so much in friendships and relationships, and it's not, I hate, saying and not getting anything back, because friendships and relationships shouldn't be transactional like that, but I just feel like my needs aren't being met. We're all different people, which is beautiful. I think that's a beautiful part of the human existence, but we all have our own needs, and sometimes what I need, other people cannot provide. It's not their fault. It's no one's fault. It's just we all have different needs. It's true that no response is a response, but also sometimes a response simply isn't necessary, you know? That's a part of managing my energy, just trying to figure out who is worth giving a response to and who is worth my time, you know? Dude, we only get a select amount of years here on Earth. I'm not going to waste my time. Also, silence, by having a non-response, it can communicate boundaries, which is a response. It's just a way to preserve your energy, and we know when we're running out of energy and we can't give it anymore. Something has to give. Also, a non-response can hold so much more weight and significance than actual words can at times. I can be stupid. Lately, I have been a fool. I have been a goddamn down bad fool. Plain and simple. And I know better than that. I do. I know better than to give a response to someone that doesn't like me, but I do it anyway. And I beat myself up over being dumb. Why did I not see this sooner? Their non-response was communicating so many things without them having to say a word, and I just didn't see it until now, because no response is a response. Do I look like this? Is this what I look like? Sorry, I'm looking at the viewfinder and not enjoying what I'm seeing. Anyway, so hey, I'm dumb. Hey, I'm an idiot. Why the fuck? What? Sorry. Me in my mind right now. There have been things lately that I've done that it's just what the fuck? Why did you do that? Why are you doing this? And giving a response to this person was all I wanted to do, because I wanted that validation. And when I didn't get it, I realized how stupid I was being for relying on this person for that. I shouldn't have to rely on anyone for that. And falling back into that old habit, I feel like has taught me more lessons, you know? There was, hello? Dude. Heart almost stopped. I thought it stopped recording. I would die. Literally, where was I? Oh, we think we know everything, right? We truly think that after we go through something, oh, I've learned all the lessons. I have learned every single lesson. No. When was it? May 2023. When I started this podcast, yeah, I started this podcast in May of 2023, and that's when my life kind of, 360, completely changed. I lost all of my friends but 4. Yeah. And there were also just it's crazy because it was a movie. Sometimes I'm is my life a movie? Is it? What? Guys, cut the cameras. Where are the cameras at? No. It was not a fun time in my life, and just some crazy shit was being said about me that I did not appreciate. My iPad died. Dude. Alright. Sorry, I just got a text from someone at work. I left it there. Okay. I'll deal with it tomorrow. After that experience of just my life being totally ripped out from under my feet is the best way of putting that. I thought that I knew everything. I seriously thought that I had learned all that life had to teach me. But that just wasn't true. Seriously, I was like, wow, I've gone through this hard thing, so now I don't have to go through anything hard ever again because I know all the answers. I know all the answers. Hey, guess what? I didn't. Guess what? I don't. And I don't know the perfect response to everything, and that's okay, you know? It gives me chills just like talking about it. Like, life is constantly throwing shit our way to teach us lessons, and I think that's so cool. I think that's so cool that we just get to keep learning. We get taught these lessons, and, you know, the people that walk into our life teach us these things. And some people are literally only in your life to teach you a lesson. I've had a person recently that I've learned what my needs are in a relationship because they couldn't provide it for me. And I'm grateful for that. I am. Something that used to be a big problem for me, and of course, sometimes it still comes up, but not nearly as much as it used to, is trying to curate a response when there is no response. I do this by literally being crazy. Hi, I'm crazy. Hey, I'm insane in the brain. I'll have these scenarios play out in my head, right? Not anymore, but sometimes. And not nearly as much anymore. I'll have these scenarios play out in my head, and I will have an emotional response or reaction to it as if the scenario actually happened. So hey, crazy, hey, insane, I'm working on it. Yeah, and that just comes with trying to be in two heads at once. That's another big thing that I used to do a lot. Just when I would have a romantic prospect, I would just try to live my entire life in two heads at once. Like, I would wake up and think about them and what they're doing. I would eat breakfast, think about them and what they're eating. Like, I would constantly be living in two heads at once because I wasn't present enough to live in my own mind, you know? Like, it's hard to explain because I'm at a point now where I'm emotionally equipped with the tools to not do that, and also I know it's bad for me. Like, I'm aware how bad it is for me, so I don't do it anymore, and it makes it so much easier to not do it and avoid doing shit like that. And that was when I got into relationships to feel whole. Like, my partner would be a piece of me, a literal part of me, and, you know, breakups with that are not fun because then you feel like you're just not a whole person anymore. And that's why you got to be your own person before you find a partner, because that's just, you have to put yourself first. You can't live in two heads at once. And again, I knew that what I was doing wasn't healthy. When I was getting into these relationships to feel whole, I recognized this is not healthy, but I would do it anyway. I was miserable. And you know what? I was making myself miserable by doing that. And that wasn't fair to myself because I didn't have enough self-respect to stand up for myself and realize that what I was doing was not good for me. And acknowledging that fact, that I was doing things to actively make myself miserable, it became a hell of a lot easier to just avoid it. But at the same time, I feel like we all struggle with things that, like, we know are bad for us, but we still do it anyway. Like, of course, we don't want to intentionally hurt our own feelings, but we're human. Like, we're people. Hey, we're gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. Because sometimes doing something in the moment, like giving a response, can feel good. It can feel good. But like I said earlier, a response isn't always needed, and sometimes the only way to protect your peace is to not get involved. Oh, but I like them. I like them so much, so I'm gonna wait on that response. No, stop it. Not you. Me, because I'm crazy. Hey, I'm crazy. So, those were the main points I wanted to talk about today. Wow. How exciting is this video version? Does that mean it's on mute? Does that red light mean it's on mute? I'm going to scream if that's true. But we're going to keep going and just pray that it's not on mute. I would die. Okay. Let's get on with the end of the episode. First of all, need to mention this. I got an Owala water bottle. It is my favorite thing of all time. Some quick ASMR for you. Dude, there's not even that much special to it, but this is special. I've never had a water bottle like this. You open it, right? There's a straw right there. You can suck on it, or you can sip on it. There's 2 different ways of doing that. So that's exciting. Yeah, so this is me getting really excited over an Owala water bottle. It's great. Dude, sponsor me. Yeah. So, what else? I guess we'll move on to book of the week. I am still reading this book, My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. Dude, it's so good. It is so good. I am close to the end. That's how close I am. Question mark? Let's see. I'm on page 259, and I think there's like 370 pages. So we're close. We're getting there. I think I'm going to finish it today, because it's, dude, like, I'm going to talk about this book when I'm finished, because I want to talk about it. So, let's get into songs of the week. You Might Not Like Her by Maddie Zam, Sailor Song by Gigi Perez, I Love You, I'm Sorry by Gracie Abrams. And that's all I have. Dude, I usually have way more songs of the week. This is weird. Only 3. Oh, let's add one. Because, guys, I have to tell you guys something. This is crazy. This is like kind of news. I haven't told anyone but my mom about this. I've decided to minor in musical theater, which is so crazy. There's not really going to be anything changing because of that until I start at KSU next fall, just because I don't technically have to declare a major until I go to KSU, but I'm still majoring in psychology, but I think I'm going to minor in musical theater, which is crazy. But listen, this is let me tell you how I came to this conclusion of doing this. I was in my car and I was looking through my playlist because I was like, I've been listening to the same 5 songs for like 6 months, and simply not true, but I feel like I have been. I saw one of my playlists that's called Still a Theater Kid at Heart, and I was like, wow, I miss listening to show tunes. I started listening to them, and then I heard a song from The Little Mermaid, which was my first musical that I did at my high school, and I cried. Like cringy as fuck. I cried. I sobbed in my car listening to the If Only Quartet from The Little Mermaid the musical, because I remembered how much fun I had performing. When I did film acting, it kind of dimmed my love for acting, and I hated that because it was always something that made me so happy. But just listening to that song and then listening to more show tunes, I just remember how much fun I have while I'm up on a stage. Like, the stage lights hitting your face, making your face all warm, literally no better feeling. Just thinking about that makes me so excited. Also, I have to take like a shit ton of electives when I get to KSU, so might as well do something I'm good at, right? So yeah, that's the plan as of right now. I don't even know how majoring and minoring works, so I guess we'll figure that out when I talk to an academic advisor at KSU, but that's the goal. Yeah, kind of crazy. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for listening and watching. This is crazy. I'm going to try to put this video on Spotify, but I don't know how to do that, so we're going to figure it out. If it's not on Spotify, it's on YouTube. So, yeah. Thank you so much. Like, dude, you're the best. Remember that you're loved, you're valued, and you're appreciated in this world, and I love you. So